specific direction do you see?
All over.
There's a lot of all overs.
That is correct.
That is true.
That's why I woke all of us up.
Yeah. Good thinking.
There's a lot of all over.
Should we just stand in a circle?
Three of you
out.
is a triangle.
Oh.
I know. Nope.
I know, but
We're gonna
like you
stand
could draw
in
a circle.
But
through it.
like, shush.
We'll just kind of arch your arms a little. In your
Listen.
back. Yeah. No, it's fine. You're doing great.
That was condescending.
Condescending.
It was.
Oh, okay. Can I get an extra fortune point because you're being a...
No.
Whack him with the fan. Just
No.
right in the knuckles. Whack him with the
Definitely
fan.
not going to work.
Start hitting you with my fan.
So, okay, there's one of two options I see. We sort of back to back to back, so wait for something to come to us.
Not in a circle.
Or
Or we just set fire to the entire forest.
go back for the berry festival.
That'll
off.
drama.
And
Nuke the site from orbit.
Let's set fire to the forest first and then go back for the berry festival.
Yeah. Why not both?
so,
Both is good.
so it's either stand there and wait for something to come to us, or at least one of us sort of go prodding a little bit, for lack of a better term, like go into. So, what do we think
I'm
about the what do we
very
think about
stealthy.
the prodding idea? Like, do you want to try that while Lilea and I sort of stay here,
Yeah, I
watch
could-
your back a bit?
I could try to sneak my way out
Yeah.
into the forest and see if there's a something.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are just sort of on the defensive. You're sort of on guard.
Yeah.
And Nin, you're actively doing something,
Yeah,
right?
I'm going to
You're,
sneak out.
All right. Let's do a sneak check,
more.
and that's going to be against a CR of 2.
One more.
That sounds great.
Cumulatively, one success.
Great. That's what we're looking for. So you make about as much noise as whatever's out there, because you're sort of in your natural habitat.
Melt into
This is, although you haven't seen this kind of vegetation, you grew up in these kinds of forests,
Yeah.
so you know how to move around. So you get yourself into a position where you can kind of see better, and like where you know for sure something is coming, and you see just in like sort of the backlit by the glow from some bioluminescent something somewhere, you see a very tall and thin and kind of darkish silhouette.
It's Slender Man.
You know, that's funny. That occurred to me as I was describing it. I was like, oh man, that's something. But you see this like tall silhouette
I go home.
creeping toward.
I don't even head back to tell them. I just leave.
Perfect.
It's been like 4 hours. What's taking so long?
Is it my
More
watch
time
now, or
nothing's
what?
come over here, so...
Seems fine. All right. I'd like to sneak back and report my findings.
Okay.
Also, I wouldn't mind using tree speak to try to like pinpoint the amount of creatures that we're dealing with.
Okay. You can do that. Are you trying to, because they're still moving.
Right.
So if you want to do it like quickly, it's going to be a little more difficult,
Okay.
but you can try it at any rate. You just like, it might take enough time where it might not matter anymore.
Sure. I'm
Does that
going to
make
give it a
sense?
go.
Okay.
So I roll tree speak and magic and investigate.
No, magic. Your magic value is like
And
basically
aim
how
and
many
athletics.
spells you can do in a day.
Gotcha.
So what
Tree
you're
speak.
actually rolling is investigation and tree speak.
Against a CR of
2, according
Okay.
to the description of the spell.
perfect. Well, it cancels. I have one success on the white and one success on the black, but I
Okay.
also have 2 1s in the white.
Okay.
I don't know if that matters.
No, it won't matter here.
Okay.
What it does basically is that you can't get a bead on. There's just too much like foreign vegetation
Gotcha.
right now, and
Too much stuff.
you're having a hard time like like think of it like a TV, right? You can't, like an old TV with an antenna, you can't quite get the dial tuned in just right to get a clear signal.
Okay.
So you know that there's like a few approach vectors here, but you don't know exactly what you're dealing with.
Great.
So that's where we are.
All right. Tell them that.
Great. Are you guys doing anything to prepare for the impending arrival of whatever this is?
Whatever direction Nin just came from, that's the direction I focus on because that's the one area we know something's coming from.
Sure.
I don't want to ignore the others, but I'm focusing there.
Okay, great.
That's my train of thought, at least. I don't want to speak for you guys, but that's what I'm doing.
Well, as long as you have eyes over there, I would like to keep my eyes elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will pick a third. If
Okay.
we can sort of quadrant it,
Great.
Except there's only 3, so it's not quadrant.
Trident.
It's definitely not a circle.
Well, then let's have Rantak. Let's have you do an investigation check as well, just to be sure.
Investigation, and that was investigation as well as what I know you just told Sarah. I apologize. If there are sub skills, is when you would do it. Correct.
If you add
mine
extra
was-
dice for
Mine
Okay.
was a spell.
Okay, that's right. So
right,
it's just the investigation.
but that is true.
sorry
of other things as well.
Sorry about that. DC 2,
CR
2,
of 2.
DC 2. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's probably an airplane.
Yeah. It's a wash.
So you had at least
The one success
on each. Okay.
on each, but
Okay, so that means you succeed, and you see that a tall, thin, dark figure is creeping out of the woods toward that like lead wagon.
when you say tall, like roughly how tall? Like Rantak's like 6'2", just to give.
Taller than you.
Okay.
Like 6'7", 6'8".
Okay.
Like a basketball player tall.
Okay.
Right.
They're probably nice.
Very thin too. Very
Tall and nice.
tall and nice. That's
Yeah.
what they're probably called.
Yeah, they're the tall and nice creatures. Peeps. Yeah.
The other piece of that, though, is that some other thing is happening that you are not currently aware of.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I yell at the top of my lungs, "Hey!" and I go headfirst charging at the tall, slender thing.
At the thing that you don't know what it is?
Yep.
Super.
Making a reckless attack.
All right. Well, in that case, we better do an initiative roll for
all right.
everybody.
Here we go.
Okay. So that's the D6 plus the initiative modifier, correct? I'm calling it a modifier, but
Yeah, that's a fine way to think about it.
I got a 7.
I had a 4 total.
4,
5.
5. Okay, so we've got Nin, and then who had the 5? Lily. Rantak had 4. Okay, so Nin, you hear Rantak holler at the top of his lungs, and he starts to run off in the direction that you just came from.
Oh, okay. Is there anything that I see in front of me?
Why don't you make an investigation check? This is going to be at a CR of 3 this time.
Well, could I have one more black die? Thank you. 1 success cumulatively.
Okay. You see another one of these figures. As soon as that you hear the yell, you can see it because of the motion. You see something, it like drops down to the ground, down into the grasses and like underbrush.
Can I get to it and attack it?
It's still a little far out. It's about 30, 40 feet away.
Okay.
But
I would
it's
like to
not like right on top of you.
I would like to try to stealth my way there so that he doesn't see me coming.
Okay. Then make a sneak check, and that's against a CR of 2.
Get out of here. Cumulatively, 1 success.
Okay. You move forward off in the direction of whatever that was, and you feel like you're being as quiet as you can be given the circumstances.
Great.
Cool. Lilea, what are you going to do?
I'm just going to keep staying prepared because somebody's going to hurt themselves, Rantak.
What?
Okay, so you're going to like hang on until something changes.
I don't want to abandon the camp.
Okay, great. Rantak, we're to you.
I already called my reckless charge, headfirst charge, excuse me. So going to headfirst charge and just, if I can get to it, attack the, whatchamacallit, whatever it is, the tall being.
Yeah, we'll say that you can
a Harlem
just get to it.
Globetrotter.
Okay.
It is.
So that's with my axe.
Oh, no.
So
This is your new crystal axe.
this is my new
right?
crystal axe. That is correct.
Okay.
So I have 4 for my strike. I have 4 for my axe. I have 2 for my head first charge.
Oh my god.
What's this against?
Is that 10 dice?
That is 10
sure
dice.
Is.
Lord.
He's gonna
It's CR of
0
2.
That's
successes.
the end of the game.
0 successes. I'm calling it now.
I can't wait.
Please don't. Don't.
And just this is a good point to point out. Good time to point out that your new crystal axe that you picked up
Right.
during season 1 has a weapon rating of 2, but it also gives you an additional die when you're using it against metal or some other like specifically iron or some other worked metal. In this case, that doesn't apply, but sometimes it
They
can
aren't
be
robots.
a WR3 effectively.
Yep.
Are we sure? No, we're not sure.
I'm not sure.
I'll give you a moment to sort through all those dice because there are a million of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. Cumulative.
5 successes.
Yeah.
That's an epic success.
Yay! Did you
You did
explode
it.
it? He exploded.
Actually, do your dice burst? Your 6s don't burst, do they?
I don't
It would be on the sheet.
recall.
It
There would be a
in the
note.
quality. It would say if they do. Nope, it doesn't say anything about it.
That's sad.
I think some of the spells burst. All right, well that's okay. You still did a ton of damage. You said 5
5 cumulative successes.
5 cumulative successes. All right, so what happens is you. First of all, I'll give you a choice. Do you want to get an additional positive effect from the epic success, or do you want to earn an extra fortune point?
You already earned a fortune.
Yeah,
point,
let's go.
so-
Let's go. Additional success. So fortune point. I'm bypassing on that. Let's do something. Let's do some cool stuff.
Okay, great. So you charge forward through the brush. You're very loud here.
He's
You just
very
go,
loud
like,
everywhere.
Yeah. You just go dashing forward, and you guys can all like hear this now. And he's fully engaged in like battle Rantak mode. And you charge forward, and as you're getting closer, you're noticing that this thing is actually as tall as it is. Like, it just looks big, and it's not like bulky, obviously, because it's lean, but it's very muscular. Like it's
Cut.
like
Yeah.
sinewy, right?
Okay.
Like just a really tall
terrible
panther.
Yeah.
Right.
Adjective.
You clearly caught it by surprise. This is very obviously like its home turf, and it wasn't expecting to be caught off guard like
Right.
that.
Nobody expects a Rantak.
And you
I do.
you just like run up to him, and with your new crystal sword axe, you just blast right through him, and you cut him clean in half, and he falls down to the
Yeah.
grass. And when he falls, you notice that there's another one standing right behind it that freezes in his tracks and is like, "What?" And it starts to run away.
Are they carrying cakes by chance? Like, are these actually friendly things I just killed one of?
They didn't have cake, but
Okay.
they also didn't seem to be carrying any weapons.
Oh.
So
from there.
So your
Sinewy claws.
extra good thing for the record is that he
Ran away.
ran away.
Cool.
Yeah. So
We're about to find out if they're
Oh no.
good
there's
guys,
one.
'cause
Let's deal with the one that is on Nin's side.
Can't find me. I'm gone.
Yeah, it's actually it's going to keep moving forward, and it doesn't know that you're there. So it's now not very far from you at all. And the other one, Lilea, there's one that is creeping forward on your side as well. Why don't you make an investigation check, and let's see how effective.
All right, so I have
Yes.
nothing in investigation.
Okay. So what you'll do is roll a single white die. This is going to be a chance die if you choose to do it this way. You'll do that against a CR of 2.
Okay, so 2 black die.
And then go ahead and roll it and let me know what you get. Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the good news is
2 6s and a 4.
if you hadn't rolled a 6 and a 4 on the black dice, that 6 on the white die would have been a success. So it did count as a hit, or it did count as a success, but it's still not more than the CR. So you don't know that he's there.
Great.
Amanda knows he's there. Lilea don't know nothing.
She know nothing.
So now we're back around to the top. Nin, there is one of these creatures not far from you.
I'm gonna take it out
Okay. How so? How do you
Yes.
mean?
dramatically.
Nice dinner,
I mean,
candlelight.
yeah.
I know what you meant.
Great.
I think I would like to hit it with my daggers. Shing shing. I'm gonna shiv him.
I'm gonna shing him.
Shing shing.
All right.
Could I have some
many
white dice?
Then
70.
The CR is still 2.
Okay, so my daggers. So I hit that with strike.
That's going to be strike. And if you specifically have, do you have any skill that's specific to daggers? Okay, so then you also add the weapon rating of your daggers as additional white dice.
Okay.
Let's see what you do.
1 success.
Okay. So you run forward, you like jump out of the brush, and you catch this thing by surprise, and you jab him with one of your daggers. The other one kind of it's narrower than most other creatures that you fight, so the other one kind of goes wide, but you do plant that lead one in just so.
Great.
So you've done some damage, but not a ton.
But he's sad now. I can tell.
You know, sad detection.
Yeah.
Lilea, it is your turn.
to
You are aware of all what's going on with him. You probably heard some rustling on her side, and that's all you know currently.
okay. Oh yeah, I don't know about anyone coming toward me.
You sure don't.
No, nothing.
The only threat you currently are aware of is over here with those guys.
Is Rantak.
It's rat tag, yeah.
All right, let's see.
It's fair. I mean,
I just I want to
She's
keep
not wrong.
like hanging out around. Kind of, I figured that they've got it handled. Doesn't sound like they're in trouble
Okay.
for now.
I think that's fair. Yes. You've been fighting with these guys before. You know what's up.
We would call.
But there's a lot of rustling, so I want to prepare myself to attack if I need to.
So what does that mean?
I'd like to prepare for a fire arrow.
Okay. So are you like holding your action so that when some set of circumstances arises, you can like, it'll trigger your action?
That's the ticket.
Okay. What is the circumstance that you're waiting for?
So I mean, one of those sinewy people that I don't know exist yet coming at me.
That's a good point.
An enemy.
And then
So when you see something that's
Anemone. if an anemone.
you should be
Anemone?
anemone.
No.
Do, 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 do.
maybe ink myself.
Phenomena.
So when you so then you're just holding until you see something that's not somebody you've been traveling
Correct.
with, right? Gotcha. I will let you know if that comes up, and otherwise you'll stay in your current spot in the turn unless it changes. Good enough?
Yes.
Great. Rantak.
You better run. I spin on my heels.
Full of 360.
Full 360.
Do a little
There's
dance
nothing
of
there, so I
victory.
calm down. No, I do a 180.
Yeah.
And how far away? I do a 180. And so what do I see? I guess. It's-
Now you see the campsite again.
Yeah.
From what you can tell, there is a fight going on with on Nin's side, and you can see that there's energy gathering around Lilea's hands in a way that happens when she's about to fight, but
Okay.
she doesn't seem to be actively doing it. She seems like she's on her guard. People are also starting to wake up in the wagons.
Yeah. Okay. I run towards Nin. Then I don't do reckless charge this time. I just
Just a regular run
Recklessly
towards.
charge
just a
towards
regular, yeah,
Just a regular charge.
just regular charge. No,
Okay.
I run towards the one that's Nin is engaged with.
Okay.
That's my fiance.
Run at ya.
Don't.
Just want to see what he does. It's a test. So, are you trying to do anything or just get there?
If I can get there and attack, that's what I'd like to do. But I want to at least get there.
I want to hug him
Yeah, I think
aggressively.
I'll tell you what. If you can succeed on a difficult athletics check,
Okay.
then I will let you also make an attack roll.
And difficult is 3 black dice, correct?
Yes. If you don't succeed, that's a different story.
You fall down.
you try again.
I do succeed by 2 successes.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
So
You look cool doing it.
you're still riding the high of your like clean kill. So you dash forward toward where Nin is fighting, and you're able to get there kind of just in time. You can't get your axe to bear on it, but you've got enough movement going that if you wanted to like bull rush this thing, you could make an attack that way, or just like a flying double like drop kick kind of situation.
Do that.
I'm gonna Hulk Hogan.
Captain Insano
this, yeah.
shows no mercy.
Okay, yeah. I'd like to do like a shoulder check, like just bull rush him. That's what I want.
Yeah, just kind of knock him off balance.
Okay, so that's going to be a strike still, correct? Just not with the axe.
Correct. Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
And the
4.
CR is 2.
Two successes.
Okay. You rush through and you actually knock the creature like clean off his feet, and when it lands it kind of like just it's writhing a bit like and you see him holding aside, and he kind of just settles, and he's breathing very shallow, but he's not making any effort whatsoever to get back up.
Okay.
That's what he's doing.
He goes,
I need to
For like 20 minutes.
do a thing. Okay.
I think I'm going to die soon, guys.
The other
"You're fine."
Okay.
wisp is doing a thing.
Derp, derp, derp.
The other thing is doing a thing.
Uh-oh.
Hey, pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
There's no other thing doing a thing.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Things. I'm just gonna keep saying the word "thing" until you forget.
Nin, we're back to you. Rantak just blasted the guy you were fighting off his feet. Right. Your dagger was still in it, and he like thump, knocked him off the end of it. So,
Yeah. Can I just?
are you gonna kill it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you don't need to. Well, you should make a successful check, but the CR is 0.
Okay. Wow.
Or CR is 1. CR is 1.
Wow.
Because this is a creature you've never seen before.
Well, he should go away to Deathland.
Sounds like a
Used to love that game as a kid.
Deathland?
Yeah.
3 successes.
So, as you're bringing your daggers down, first of all, epic success.
Yeah. You did it.
So do you want the epic success effect, or do you want a fortune point?
I'm worried that the epic success effect is going to be that like it explodes.
So would you rather have a fortune point? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying? Okay, go
I
ahead
would
and tally
I'll
that on
take
your sheet.
a fortune point. Could I have a fortune cookie?
Yeah, those are fortune cookies. You spend the cookies to get
By
the stuff.
eating them?
spend them in my belly.
Yes.
So you kind of like hop up and you have both daggers in your hand over
Yes.
your shoulder, like you're coming down overhead with both daggers.
Yeah.
And the thing like rolls over and looks at you just in time to see you coming down and goes, "Wait, no!"
Whoa.
And you plant your daggers right in its chest.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Why'd you kill it?
You.
That's very funny.
Well, since I'm down, I'd
Yeah.
like to take a free action to check Rantak in the nuts.
Oh! Didn't deserve that.
Yes, you did.
I thought about giving you some mental damage for that, but that's not appropriate. It's funny. So that happened.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Lilea, nothing has shown its face except for the fight that you saw over there, and you didn't really see what was going on. You just saw you saw Rantak run over there and smash somebody, and Lilea jumped.
All right.
She's Lily.
Oh yeah, Nin jumped.
I like how I just went with that.
You're like, okay, I
Okay,
jumped.
that sounds great.
Cool.
I think I was just concentrating so much on what I was going to say.
I was concentrating so hard I jumped.
I'm going to go find Gerald.
Okay.
And I want to see what he has to say about these things.
Hey,
Because he hasn't told us anything. He's just looked off into the distance.
That is true. That is true. You dash forward toward the lead wagon where that is, and you can see that Gerald is like fumbling with a barrel that has a bunch of like crossbow bolts in it, and he's very nervously trying to load one on. And when you run up to him and get his attention, he turns toward you, and like one of them twangs off the string. It wasn't like at full tautness, so it just kind of flips past you, but like he kind of almost shot you with a crossbow. and he knows that. So he goes, sorry. And he goes back to dig in for more crossbow bolts.
Hey, how about you take a step back and tell me what's happening?
They're here. They're here. Did you see the wisps? They're here.
Okay, why are
That would have been a much better reveal if I hadn't said that earlier, by the way.
That's okay. You can go back and edit it out.
No. No.
Oh. Okay, good.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Gamer Chick RPG show. Yay! We did it. Also, if you're listening on release day, happy Thanksgiving 2018.
Woo!
What's up?
And if
you're
you
in the
don't
US.
celebrate, then happy Thursday 2018.
That's right. This is the one.
There's
We've been
only
waiting for Thursday to happen.
One Thursday
Yeah, this is the big
on my
day.
calendar. There's only one.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if you're not in the US, you maybe already had your Thanksgiving or you don't have one. And that's cool too. That's not actually any of our business. So you be you.
He just gave you guys a thumbs up. You missed it.
I did. I got to remember they can't see this.
Well, that's all right.
This was a fun one. I had a good time.
Fun one.
What I always can appreciate about playing this game with Ed is that Ed Bernowski, who plays Rantak, is that he is so fully committed to whatever character he plays. That's really true of any game we play with him.
Yeah.
He'll fully commit to whatever his character is about, and then all of his decisions get filtered through whatever that concept is. For Rantak, that's I smash my head into it,
Yeah.
which seems to work out sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always entertaining.
It is. I think it's very clear, though, who he is. Just even if you were to sit down and look at the character sheet, anybody could pick that sheet up and go, oh, I know who this guy is.
Yeah, he's the Axe Man.
Mm-hmm. But I think Ed brings a certain je ne sais quoi, because I don't know what it's called. So
That's what that means.
yeah,
job.
he's one of my favorites to game with, and that's why he's just
We love you,
always a
Ed.
fun time. So we met a new race of people today
We did.
in the world of free.
Yeah.
We don't know much
We
about
met
them yet.
The Wisps.
Do the wisps show up in any of the other like supporting fiction that you're working on currently, or is this a creation that so far just completely lives with inside the RPG?
They're in the novel.
They do show up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great.
And one day, that novel will come out.
Yes,
It needs to go through an editing process.
sure. It's
The
just
first
like
draft is done.
great.
Fully done.
So you've got all the words.
I got all the words.
You've got a lot of words.
I've got more words than I need.
Don't know if it's all the words.
I have all
Sure.
of the words ever made.
They're all in there.
They're all in there.
Great.
Made some up, actually. I made a lot of words up.
Perfect.
Mostly names. It's fine.
Yeah, there's one other type of one other race that we haven't seen yet that we already know is going to be included. We are still in the process. Actually, today, I spent a little bit of time working on the updated character sheet for our adaptation of the PIP system,
Cool.
so that we can post it online as soon as it is done. It's going to be up and available on our blog page. So we'll make sure to share that when it comes out. We'll probably release it with one of the episodes, and then it'll just be available.
Live there.
Yep. And then as characters grow and change, we'll update the sheets, and we'll also have blank sheets available. And the idea is that soon we're going to be able to have sort of a list of what's different for our game that can be like skinned onto the PIP core system stuff,
Yeah.
so that if people want to start telling stories in this world, they can do so.
You should. And then you should tell us about it.
Yeah, make sure you tweet about it. #GCRPG. Yeah. Also, if you have anything that you'd love to see us do in one of these seasons, let us know.
Yeah, man.
Because of the way we record them, we need to know
before we record a season because we do the whole season in one day.
We do.
But as long as you have a cool idea, we're all about incorporating stuff. I think that's about it for this time. Thank you guys again for listening.
Yeah.
Look us up on Facebook, Twitter, all the usual places. And I think we'll see you next time. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll hear them. No, they'll hear us next time.
We'll see you next time.
Oh. Yikes.